5 seconds to go. Start. Within the range of political signifiers of the day, where and how is the hijab issue placed? In the immediate vicinity of the lonely girl running in terror is the mob of young men, not all of whom are students of the same college, euphorically chanting the name of the Maryada Purush. Mobs have become the authority, replacing the institutional authority, the judiciary, and the law enforcing agencies. Their induction as substitutes for the institutions forming the pillars of democracy is strongly signaled by the Prime Minister, who decided not to respond to the issues flagged in Parliament but to ramble endlessly on about his version of the history of India since independence. Other political signifiers help understand the statements better. We are told about the perception that independence was got as arms and that Jawaharlal Nehru was not the first Prime Minister. We are told that the history of India since Ashoka, as written by historians, is not history but a conspiracy to malign the Aryavarta. Together with the revision of history and the deliberate destruction of all institutions that are necessary for the upkeep of the constitution or legitimized by democratic conventions is mob frenzy and mob action. The demolition of the Babri Masjid and the post Godhra communal violence set the grammar of the rule of the mobs, create an issue, fan strong emotions of scorn and hatred, spread rumors to terrify the majority community, provide a flashpoint for action, and then let the mobs take over. The judiciary, which has so much experience and wisdom in dealing with individual crimes or small group conspiracies, has not shown the same capability in dealing with the lawlessness of large mobs. I tend to think that Indian people, with their millennia long history of civilization, have enough depth and wisdom in them to deal with such precarious turns of history. However, when an entire system created on the basis of principles embedded in the constitution is reduced to ruins and mobs start roaming in the street as legislators of public and private morality, the situation can easily degenerate into a civil war. The West Bengal elections have shown us a fleeting trailer of how murderous it can be. Civil wars, unlike revolutions, are no short affairs. They spread over years, even decades. They leave both sides charred and exhausted. No civil war ever ends in the triumph of any single side. All that they do is take a country back by a century or two on its road to becoming a civilized nation. The RSS and the BJP have clearly forgotten that the idea of creating a Hindu Rashtra and creating the rule of marauding mobs are not identical. Hinduism is best known for the virtue of self restraint, Sayama, and therefore thinks of Rama as the god deserving of universal worship. In the Mahabharata, when no one is able to save the dignity of a woman shamed by forced undressing, Krishna stands with her. Bharat has so much to learn from the Mahabharata, most of all that when Dharma is fading, a new emanation of righteousness surges up. And as the late Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee famously said, Raj Dharma matters in times when anarchy looms large and the rulers forget why they are there. It indeed does. Stop.